And now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So this report that we've got is showing travel. It's not sharing yet. Hang on a second. Okay, so now you guys should be able to see my screen, and that it has a report on it that is showing the return to travel, a 90-day trend. So right now we're just looking at Andavo Travel itself. So in the last 30 days, 73 of you have had at least one invoice that you have created in the system. We have 446 transactions that have been completed in the last 30 days compared to 399 a month ago, and 2 months ago, 393. So we are seeing a bit of an upward trend. As we're looking at our sales in that same time period, we are starting to see a upward trend as well from 2 months ago when we were at a little over 800. A month ago where we were at 980. Now, there have been some adjustments that have been made. I know I had reported that we finished out August at just over 1 million. And so there have been some adjustments on some invoices that have been done, either some additional refunds that came through or just some adjustments in some invoicing. So we did come in just a little bit less than 1 million. And so far for September, the last 30 days, we're at 950. So I think there's a good possibility that with the few business days this week and the last couple of days from last week that haven't been closed out yet, that we could be even closer to that $1 million mark. So things are looking pretty good. I'm liking to see that there is the upward trend, and I know that for a lot of you, you've got business that you're working on that you're not able to invoice yet just because of the travel dates and the challenges there, and we're very much aware of that. We know that you can be working on things that are farther out, or you've got things in the works that you've just not invoiced yet, just based on the business. And that's all good and fine. We just will report on our sales as we see those come in. A couple of other things. Allie is doing business card order. So if anybody is needing their Andavo travel business cards, these are not required. Just anybody that is wanting to put their business cards with the Andavo stock, you need to get those in. And Allie, when were you wanting the business card order to go out?
It will actually, I'm finalizing everything today. So if you haven't responded to me, you could, by the end of today, I'll give you till the end of the today. If that's okay.
Okay.
That would be great.
All right. Thank you. So again, any of you that order Andavo travel business cards, get that information over to Allie today so she can get those all done. I am going to open up the, oh, that's interesting. I don't know. Here, oh, okay. We've got a person out in the lobby. Let me let them in. There we go. And I'm going to open up the chat. If you guys have anything that you wanted to type into the chat, just go ahead and type that in there. The other piece of news is Allie has updated our YouTube channel. So if you've not gone to YouTube and looked at our Andavo, that's where we are now keeping all of our recorded sessions, as well as our Monday Connect calls, the client-based trainings that Meredith did, and then Access trainings that Meredith just got completed doing. So all of those will be on our Andavo YouTube channel, and the link was in the email that Allie had just sent out earlier today. Any questions on that, you can go ahead and reach out to Allie as well. Look, Andavo Mart or Andavo Connections, we're coming up very close. I've sent an email out to all of you that are planning to attend, just verify, and We've got 70 people right now that are registered, so very excited about that. Got another person here that is getting joined in. And so I think 70 people is going to be a great group. What we're going to do in our networking is more of a globetrotting session. So rather than one-on-one, we will split you into small groups. Most of the groups have only 5 people in them. And you will stay within that group, and then a different vendor will come into your group every 20 minutes. So you'll have 15 minutes of time with them to go over what their updates are, and then they'll have a little bit of question and answer time. And then in between each session, you'll have 5 minutes. So if you need to run and grab something to drink or have a little break, you'll be able to do that. We will have time for breaks for lunches as well. And then some fun just mixed in between. Now, some of you husband and wife teams are going to share logins. So like Gail, for you and Don, we'll just send you one link, and then you can join from just the one computer and share your screens that way, rather than both of you trying to get logged on. Allie, you had mentioned Bob Jocelyn has some upcoming webinars for Virtuoso. Do you happen to have the information handy on that? I was looking that up and did not see.
I do, and I'd be happy to send it out to everybody just so it's in your inbox too. There are 2 sessions. The first one is actually tomorrow. And that one is going to be a traditional business model that no longer works. So he'll be covering everything that has to do with that in session 1. And again, I'll send out the links so you guys can register. And then session 2 is going to be Wednesday. And that is the why, what, and how of client presentation. So I'll go ahead and update everybody on that so you can register.
And are those registered? They're not through the Travel Academy, the Virtuoso Travel Academy. That's an email that, okay.
Correct.
Great. So we'll get that information out to everybody. I don't have a whole lot of other updates. We are, as Mike and Josh had talked about last week, we're getting finalized on RevelX, and we will have some more information on that at Andavo Connections. We're really excited about getting it rolled out. I don't have any dates yet, but as soon as we have more information on that, we will start setting up some webinars and trainings to go through that. We are going to also be looking at some additional marketing pieces, and we want to put together some, if anybody's interested in being a focus group for us on marketing, we'd like to be able to put together some marketing pieces that you would be able to use. And what we're thinking, we don't really have anything outlined, but just some ideas that we've thrown around, are creating some marketing pieces that could be more towards regional. So if you've got clients, because everybody is really staying more in the US right now. So if there's anybody that is looking for marketing pieces that could be Southern states or East Coast or West Coast or Midwest, we'd like to just get some feedback from you guys as to what it is you'd like to see in marketing pieces. So reach out to Allie, and I'm going to have you be the one that collects all of this, but we'd like to have a few different people that would like to join with us in creating some pieces or gathering some information that would be useful to you, and then also the format or layout. So let me know, or let Allie know if that is something that you're interested in participating in. So question, why do some of us show as guests on Teams? So our Teams is set up internally. And so if you are on our phone system, which our phone system is Teams, then you do not have guests. If you are coming from your own phone number, you've got your own system that you use, then you are a guest as you're coming into our Andavo Teams. So that's why a lot of you have the guest at the end of your names. And yeah, feel free to ask more questions, put more comments in there. Happy to have those. Another piece that I just had a meeting on Friday with our technology team regarding our commission statements and the pipeline reports. They're going to be speeding up the release of that to everybody. I think that we are pretty much set with some of the troubleshooting that we have been doing. So we want to get that access out to all of you. So over the next couple of weeks, you'll start to see when you log into Air Portal on your dashboard, you're going to start having some additional reports at the bottom of your dashboard page. This will be a link to your agent statement as well as your sales and pipeline report and commission tracking. And that's the report the majority of you have been asking for quite some time. Just the transparency of what you've invoiced, where the commission stands, and whether it has been received or not. So you will start seeing that and access to those. Any questions on that, don't hesitate to ask. Happy to walk through those. And as we have more and more of you filled out with that access, then we can start doing some webinar trainings on it as well. Another report that will be available to you is the unclaimed commission. That will be on the dashboard as well. So you can take a look at it from time to time to see if there are any reports, there are any hotels that are being reported as commissions received, but you have not, it's not been matched up to you. And then you can either go through, look and see what you've got for an invoice and your records to get that claimed, or you can go ahead and just contact Julie directly if that's something for you to get claimed. Looking in the chat, I don't see any other comments. Allie, do you have anything else that you wanted to update as far as the marketing focus group?
Sorry, my mute was on. I think other than just, we would love to have your participation in this and your engagement, because our goal is really to try to create content that you can use to help support you and your clients. So, we're kind of thinking maybe some short digestible content that you could send in an email campaign or social media, or things like that. So really just trying to understand what it is that we could do to support you and what we could create to make it really easy for you to send out to your clients. So, really encourage any and all of you to participate in that, because I think the more collaboration will really help in providing and creating that content that you can use. So please reach out and let me know when we can set up some times to go ahead and move forward with creating those groups. But that's pretty much it.
And then there is a comment from Jackie. She's still waiting for a refund from SAS. And has anybody had any luck in getting refunds or getting connected with anybody at SAS?
And I just got my refund for my ticket, which were for travel in May. It took, I think I requested it the end of April. On a flight that SAS canceled, and I just got it.
You just got it, and that was done in April?
It was requested in April, and the flight was at the end of May, and I just got it.
And you just got it? Okay. Yeah, that was very light. Sis said that she had one that she had submitted in April, the flights for May, and she just got that come through. So Jackie, I don't know when your dates were for. But it looks like Sis's that she just had was for flights that were in May, and that refund just came through. And travel was in June. They're emailing me and saying they were, oops, hang on a second. No schedules, and there were several. If the one for May just came through, I'm thinking that they're going in date order. I'm hoping that you'll see something soon, Jackie. I don't know what the schedule changes were that they're saying that there were, or that they're saying there weren't. You're showing that there were schedule changes. I don't know if that would have any effect on it or not, but hopefully that will be coming through soon, since I just got done with the ones for May. Great. Anybody else having any, I know that, refunds have kind of slowed down as far as we've been seeing come through to us to be processed. So hopefully clients are starting to see those refunds coming through. And, Jackie, I know you're saying that you've got some that have still not come through. Sis, it's great to hear that you had some that have already come through. Hopefully the rest of you are starting to see those refunds coming through or have been protected. I know that we had gotten quite a few cruise commissions that came through on protected cruises. I did get a question the other day on CIE tours, and if anybody has had any experience working with CIE and looking to see what. I don't know. We don't do a whole lot with CIE, but if anybody has had any experience in working with them with cancellations and rebookings, let me know. I was going to take a look at the calendar. I know that we have Silver Seas webinar coming up on Thursday. And so we'll have Jennifer with Silver Seas giving us an update. So that will be nice to hear what's going on with Silver Sea. And tomorrow we have a webinar with Rebecca Recommends. So that will be a good update from them as well, see what's going on with those hotels. I will check and see. Oh, and Rusty's asking how our phone contact list is coming. I did not get an update on that last week, so Rusty, I will follow up with Laura on that and see how that audit is going. I know that they were going through and doing an audit and updating the numbers in that contact list. Once it is completed, they'll get that uploaded into Teams. The other piece is our international calling, and we should have an answer on that. They're hoping by tomorrow. So as soon as I know more information on that, and again, those are both pieces that affect only our people that subscribe to our phone and email service that are on our Teams platform. So as we have more information on that, we will. And okay, on Andavo. Okay, so Allie, is there a different, okay, so Allie is putting in the, thanks Allie for that. Hannah, did you see the additional instruction from Allie to click on the webinar or the education tab, and then you'll see all of the webinars listed? Ellie, I know you asked when we will see the Virtuoso Cruise benefits for 2021. I have not heard anything about when they are going to be posting those, but as soon as they have them, they will be on the Virtuoso Travel or the Virtuoso website. So I would continue to watch there for the cruise program and see what has been uploaded there. If we see anything else, then we will let you know, but they usually will go in and post them there and then let us know that they've been added. I've not seen any changes or anything that would indicate that there'd be very many changes for the cruise benefits next year. A lot of the programs are just extending into next year, but there could be some that their programs will be different just because everything will be different. So we will look at that and see if we find anything different there. But the Virtuosa website will be the best place to keep track of that. Any other questions? It's great. You guys are asking a lot of questions today. Get back over into the chat. I was thinking if there was anything else that I needed to update you guys on. Yeah, I will clarify one thing with the Revelux program coming out, because I have had a couple of people ask me if this is replacing WorldSpan or Apollo. It is not replacing any of our GDS systems. We will still have access to Apollo and WorldSpan and Sabre. So if you are a GDS user, nothing really changes for you other than you have a additional option. If you would choose to book through the Revelux, which is more of a online booking tool environment, you would have access to do so. But this is really a tool for those advisors that do not use a GDS in order for them to have access to flights and hotels and have that all within our systems, so that you can also take advantage of our Four Seasons preferred partner through a GDS, through our airline contracts to get the commissions. Those are pieces that our non-GDS advisors have struggled with, and so this is a good solution for those advisors that do not work on a GDS. If some of you have subagents or assistants that don't know a GDS, but it would be helpful for them to be able to do flight searches, this would be a good solution as well. So as we have that ready to be rolled out and we're doing webinars, we'll get some more information out to you, but all of you will be invited to attend any of the webinars so you can see what the tool looks like and how to use it. So if there's any other questions on Revelux and what it is or how we'd use it, just let me know. It will be a great tool it's been really greatly needed, and we've just not had a good solution to it. And it will answer a big problem for a lot of people. David will still be here to do international flights or complex international flights for those of you that do not use the GDS. And in the meantime, David will be available to those of you that do not work on a GDS in order to help with some domestic flights as well. I'll just do a quick check through the chat. I don't see anything else coming through. So again, just to recap, Allie is going to be getting business cards ordered. So if any of you use the Andavo travel business cards and are needing those, then please get with Allie by end of business today. And then she did send out the links for the Bob Jocelyn series. So if there's anybody that wants to do those, the registration is in those. And one of them is coming up tomorrow. So you'll need to get registered for that pretty quickly. The other one looks like it is on the 30th on Wednesday. So get both of those registered. And then we will have the finalized Andavo Connections agenda coming out probably early next week. And then we are looking forward to seeing you all that are participating in Andavo Connections. I don't see that there are any other comments or questions that have come in. If there's anything that you guys ever want to discuss on our Monday calls, just shoot me an email and let me know what the topic or questions are, and we can always add that to the agenda as well. Happy to do that. So I will go ahead and say goodbye to everybody. Thank you all for joining us today. It's great to see you. Thanks for joining in, and we will be talking with you soon. Thanks.